Today's episode of Chat and Chew is sponsored by Be Positive Productions and Multimedia Studios, LLC. I like to think of imagination as something akin to a superpower. Used in the right context for good, it can help bolster our aspirations and propel us closer to our goals. We visualize the outcome of our accomplishments and work toward attaining said thing. However, when used to propagate untruths, reality can become distorted. We no longer know what's real and what's not. The more often we repeat something to ourselves, the more likely it is to become our truth, and the lines between perception and reality begin to blur. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is a wrap. Please make sure you follow us on Facebook, like and subscribe to our YouTube channel, and of course, hit the bell to activate notifications that will remind you when we're on. Please be sure to leave us a comment to let us know how we're doing. We'd love to hear from you.
Okay, James, welcome to this edition of our Chat and Chew podcast.
Well, thank you very much.
Yes.
And welcome to you too.
Yes. It's been a while since you and I have kind of done this together.
Yeah. But I'm always here, to step in when I'm needed. So,
we in for the changing of the weather. This is September now.
Yeah.
It's starting to get cool a little bit.
I noticed.
I got to get my jacket, my sports jacket. I got to start thinking about.
Yeah, you're gonna be ready. And the boots.
And the boots. I'm waiting to October.
Oh,
to get the boots.
You're gonna make us wait.
Gotta make us wait a little while. But summer has leaving us, and fall is upon us. It's a new season, and it's also a new season for Father's Ever. Tell us, what's been going on with Father's Ever over the last few months, a couple of months?
Well, I still have been busy. I'll let you know that.
Yeah.
But it's a good busy.
Yeah.
It's a good busy, and I'm proud to say that we, and as much as you, are more so than me, but we have launched our online via Zoom fatherhood curriculum.
Yes.
Saturday mornings from 10 a.m.
to
11:15. But I understand, I've been hearing in the grapevine, y'all been going to 11:30.
Yes,
so, that grapevine is loud at times,
and we're using it to get our classes out. We're doing a lot now with the Zoom classes, with the one that started on Saturdays.
Yes.
From 10 o'clock to 11:15.
Mm-hmm.
But at 11:15, we still go on to 11:30.
That's what I heard.
The guys are talking. Time flies when we're having fun.
Yeah.
And our goal, James, is to have Zoom classes all day, every day.
Yes.
That's our goal.
Yes.
And I'm very excited about having that.
Well, every time I talk in or check in with the men, they appreciate the classes.
Yeah.
They look forward to them. And, it's great when you're doing something and people are involved. They don't have to come on Saturday. They could just blow us off.
Yes.
But they are coming, and that's a blessing. Another thing that has happened is that we started a new cycle with our jail visits, the Wake County Hammond Road Detention Center.
Right.
We had a smaller graduation than normal earlier this month.
Yes.
And then we started a whole new class.
Yesterday.
Not quite yesterday, but
Tuesday.
Yeah. And we really, I'm excited about that class.
Yeah.
I would really like to know how they're going to go with this, from start to finish.
Right.
And I think they're going to finish. I think all of them are going to finish because there's a lot of enthusiasm with them. And, the youngest guy is 26, but he has no kids. And the oldest is 35. But the rest of them make up for his not having.
Yeah, he got 6 kids.
Yeah. So that's been happening, and as you know, we had a large turnout for our 18th. I think it was 18th. I'm just looking on. Yes, our 18th graduation not too long ago, and that was a success.
Yes,
we had a very nice. I think we had about 12 men who graduated that time.
Yes.
And this is just some of what it looks like. Right. It's not just us saying our people are going to have a graduation. We have guest speakers and everything. That is a blessing to just see change taking place.
Yes. We have 3 classes a week now. We have the Monday night live classes.
Yes.
We have the Saturday Zoom classes. Yes. And we have the Tuesdays at the Hammond Road Detention Center. Yes. And our goal is to grow that. Mm-hmm. Have follow the classes every day except for Sunday.
Yeah.
I'm gonna rest for the night.
I'm gonna rest on Saturday, but other than that, that's how we do it. And it works, and it is working. So
I'm excited about that. We've got the newsletter.
Now, I want our viewers to check this out, because if they haven't signed up, maybe they will after they see this. I'm just going to show you one page. This is a cover page of our newsletter, and this thing is filled with information.
Yeah,
this has some guys sitting up there and inviting you to come check us out.
Yeah. Well, I'm not the support, but I like the cover. I like it looks like cover of a magazine.
It does.
It looks important a little bit.
It looks important.
But
I would want to open it up and see, what is this guy talking about?
Yes. And so the newsletter, we really want people to sign up for this newsletter.
Yes.
And start to get it. We've got a new thing, James, that we're going to add this month.
Okay.
It's called Welcome to the World of Making a Difference.
Now tell me, what is that? You got so many things that you're introducing to me.
Yeah, I had this thought this morning.
Okay.
There's so many people in the world that's making a difference. And you hear about it on TV, but the local community, we hear about it as well. But we want to make sure we put the spotlight on people who will make a difference.
Okay.
And so we're going to start that segment this particular month. And our first person we're going to talk to is Dennis Gaddy from Community Success Initiative.
Okay.
My mentor, my friend, taught me a lot about the nonprofit world when I first got started. Was really instrumental for our success initially.
Yes.
And Dennis has been to Geneva. He's been around the globe talking about second chances.
Yes.
He was on our podcast a few months ago. And so we're going to have him to be one of our first guests under this new segment. Welcome to the world of making a difference.
All right. Now, if we know of other individuals who are making a difference right here in Raleigh, or wherever, what do they need to do?
Send that essay to info@afatherforever.com.
Okay.
And we will get that printed up and probably call the person who made the inquiry, submitted the application, not application, but submitted the documents. And they will probably call that person who they recommended and ask them some questions, do an interview over the phone, and we'll have a write-up in our newsletter. And there may be something that's going to be added to that, but I'm not going to say right now.
All right. You got us you got us wondering now.
Yes. But I'm really excited about that. Welcome to the world of making a difference.
And speaking of welcome, we'd like to welcome our viewers,
our guests,
our friends, and family members. You know where to find us.
So
Facebook.
If you can't get the link, don't know.
You can find us on YouTube, and you can find us on Instagram.
Yes.
But if you're on Facebook, we encourage you to like our page. Definitely want to like our page. and follow us so that you'll know when we're online. And then if you're on YouTube, always subscribe.
Hit the little bell, bing, bing, bing.
Yeah, hit the subscribe button and then hit the notification bell. And you'll hear when we're on air. It's a good way to reach individuals. So those are our two main sources. But I did say something about Instagram. You just look for us on Fathers Forever and or Fathers Forever University, and you'll pick us up there too. So, friends, do that for us, and please do not forget to leave a comment. Yes. Or let us know you're here.
Yes.
Just say, hey, I'm here. If you want to put your first name out there, do that too. We'll call you out and say hello to you.
Do a shout out to you.
Yes.
Right. So welcome again. I know some of you guys are just doing your dinner break, so let's chat and chew while you do.
Back.
I am very excited today to interview our guest, Mr. Roland Fuller.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
This guy is an amazing young man, and we're going to kind of talk about his story and how we met him and how he's doing now. This is part of our session, James, that we always done. We started doing a couple of weeks ago,
right?
Called "Where Are They Now?"
Yes,
these guys who've been through our program and now on their own have left, and we just kind of track see how they're doing.
Absolutely.
So we reached out to Mr. Fuller a couple of weeks ago and asked him, do he want to be a part of the segment, and he said yes. He was very excited about it, and we're very excited about Mr. Roland Fuller's story. So just we're gonna dive right into this.
Yes, sir.
Tell us, Mr. Fuller, how did you come to Fathers Forever?
Well, I came to Fathers Forever after doing a little over 9 years in prison. I wasn't planning on it. I had addresses in South Carolina because that's where I'm from. Both of them got denied, and I ended up coming here. Man, it wasn't my plan; it was his plan. So
right. So, what were you in the prison for 9 years for?
Attempted armed robbery, two attempted. Yes, sir.
Okay. How old were you when you started? You committed that crime?
I was 27. I turned 28 like the next month.
Wow.
Yes, sir.
So you spent 9 years of your life in prison, and when you got out, and so how did you end up here? I know you said God arranged that, but how did he arrange that?
Well, my case manager, she basically told me I was going to Raleigh, case manager in prison, and when my parole officer came and picked me up, they brought me here, and I met y'all, and they asked me did I want to stay, and I definitely said yeah.
Yeah, so this is one of our gentlemen that came to us through the transition houses. We have 5 of them in Wake County. And I remember Roland coming, I think it was like May of 2022.
Yes, sir.
That was my birthday.
Yeah. That was a good month.
Yes.
So tell us about your upbringing. Tell us about who you are.
Well, me, man, my upbringing is kind of wild. My father, when I was born, he was in prison. He had to get permission to come visit me being born. My mama, I stayed with her till I was about 6, and she became addicted to drugs, so I started living with my aunt. I had a wild upbringing. I was missing that father figure and missing the mother figure as well. So,
You have any sisters and brothers?
Yes, sir. On my father's side, I got 2 twin sisters and 1 brother.
Wow, two twin sisters.
Wow.
Yes, sir.
That's awesome.
2 sets of twins?
No, one set.
One set of twins.
Yeah, you're right.
Okay.
Okay.
Yes,
wow. So they're still in South Carolina now?
Yes, sir.
Wow. Do you have a relationship with your mom and your father now?
Yes, sir. I talk to my mama. I talk to my daddy every so often.
Okay.
We do check on each other.
Okay.
Well, that's good.
Okay. So you've been in Raleigh since May of 2022.
Yes, sir.
I remember, James, when I know he don't have any kids.
Right.
But he wanted to take the fatherhood.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Absolutely.
He took the fatherhood classes.
And
he completed the fatherhood
graduated.
classes.
Yes. He graduated, and we had a good class. That was one of our better classes. I hate to say better or not so good, but some classes are more memorable than others.
Right.
I'll put it that way. And his class was a good class.
Yes, sir.
And he was a good student. I mean, they had their homework assignments and they had to attend.
Yes, sir.
And you know, he graduated. He completed the course. We had our graduation ceremony. So
and he did good.
It was really good.
So you was at the house that Jamie runs.
Yes, sir.
You was at Ava's house.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So I remember when Fuller started. I think you started going to church. One of the guys started taking you to church, and
Yes,
you actually joined that church for a while.
Yes, sir.
And then you got baptized or something.
Yes,
One
sir.
of the times that you was working. Tell us about that story.
Yeah. Well, we had to rewind a little bit. So after I did 8 years in prison, I had an experience with God that changed my life. So when I got out and came to your program, I met Mr. Dwayne Williams.
Yes.
And I heard him talking about church, and I was like, man, what church you go to? And he told me, and he was like, why, you want to come? I said, yes, sir. And I got baptized, man. You know, I've been wanting to do it.
Wow.
And it happened at Powerhouse Church of Jesus Christ. Yes, sir.
Cool. Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Wow.
You know, we should have a before and after picture. He's still a handsome guy even before, but now he could be Clark Kent. You know, he's got that mild-mannered look. You know,
Yeah. When he stepped out of the
sharp guy,
we stepped out pulled into the parking lot earlier this afternoon, and I looked up and I said, "That Mr. Fuller?"
Yeah.
Because you had long hair, you had
long hair.
So you might need to get some before and after pictures.
Yeah.
But I remember you invited me and my wife and a couple other staff.
Yes, sir.
To your baptism.
Yes, sir.
And we came and he was the only one that got baptized that morning.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, the pastor, him and his family decided that they was going to baptize you that morning. And
Yes, sir.
before then, we all went out to breakfast. We took him and I.
Oh, yeah.
Mhm.
That is right.
We had a good time. And he shared his story with us. And we told him he's going to always have family here.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
I remember that.
Yeah. So that was the time. So what have you been doing since you left us?
Well, I still been working. Matter of fact, you know, y'all help people find jobs and stuff like that. So one of the jobs that y'all helped me find, man, working for a boat company. I've been building boats the whole time.
Oh wow, you still doing that now?
Yes, sir. Man.
Wow, that's awesome.
You know, it's one of the best jobs I had.
Man, I mean, I know you started at one company. That's not the same company though, right?
Yes, sir.
Wow.
I remember I started that one and then went to another one that I went back. Yes, sir.
Oh, okay.
Still building boats.
Yes, sir.
Still building boats.
That's awesome stuff, man. That's great.
Yeah.
That's
so what else are you doing now? What kind of things are?
I'm still going to church. I started attending therapy with a friend, trying to support her, but it's helping me as well.
Right.
You know, yes, sir. But working, man. I stay in the word. Just trying to stay positive. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah. So I know that you've had some challenges, some setbacks.
Yes, sir.
We look at life sometimes. We bring the guys in, and we all tell about the successes.
Mm-hmm.
You know, we don't always mention the challenges that they have.
Right.
And I've followed you for a while, and I've seen some of the challenges you have. And so we want to talk about that to some degree, because everybody have different difficulties.
Yes, sir.
You know, whether it's substance abuse, whether it's drug addiction, whatever it is. And so tell us a little bit about the thing that you've been going through over the last few months and how you kind of successfully got out of it.
Yes,
I'm still struggling with it, maybe.
Yes, sir. Well, before I went to prison, I struggled with drugs. I was addicted to drugs. That was my thing. That's what I used to do, and it really caused me to go to prison.
Okay.
And mess with my train of thought and which control my actions. And when I got out, you know, after I had that experience, I never even thought about getting high anymore, doing any drugs.
Right.
You know, when I got out, I didn't drink anything for about 3, 4, 5, 6 months. But one day I decided to go out and like I'm celebrating or calling myself enjoying myself, man, and was planning on having a drink. And it wound up turning into 2 or 3, and I wound up blacking out.
Wow.
Yeah, man. So, all it takes is, you know,
that one drink.
Yeah, one drink, man. You know, and that's all it is. And it caused me. It has caused me a bunch of speed bumps on my journey.
Right.
Yes, sir. But it also showed me that, you know, God's still with me. You know, He still showed me favor even in those situations. I just feel like He, you know. He disciplined his children just like a good father would.
Right.
You know, it's out of love. You know, it's not out of hate. So I just came to the point where I realized that, and you know, I'm straightening everything out. Yes, sir.
So you said your mom struggled with?
Yes, sir. Yes, she struggled with.
As well as your father?
No, sir. His addiction was money. He went to prison 3 different times for selling drugs. He didn't do them, but He'd get right back out and sell drugs. He did 5 years, he did 10 years, and then he had a life sentence. And he gave a life sentence back after doing 16 years, and me and him got on the same year.
Wow. Is he out now?
Yes, sir.
Oh, great.
They got out, I think, through a project called Buried Alive Project. He had nonviolent charges, and they got him out of prison. Yes, sir.
Wow.
Good.
Amazing.
That's a blessing.
Yeah,
Yes,
yeah.
sir.
So what do you tell guys that, like you women for that matter, who's struggling with substance abuse, whether it's drugs or alcohol? What are some of the things that you've done that kind of, help you when you misstep to get back on track?
Yes, sir. Well, me personally, in the Word, man, I'm in the Bible.
Okay.
And also your surroundings. You want to surround yourself with like-minded, positive people who are gonna hold you accountable. Who not gonna encourage you to go the wrong way. They're gonna hold you accountable.
Right.
Me personally, I like attending church. Like I said, I have recently been going to therapy, helping a friend. That's what I thought I was doing, but it's also helping me. I'm learning things. Just spend time, learning yourself, man. Trying to learn from your mistakes.
Right.
Do you do any other type of, I would call it, things to help you along that path? I understand being in the Word and praying and being with God and things like that, but are there any other things that you do to help yourself to stay sober, to stay on that path that you want to be on?
Me personally, I love to read. So if I'm not reading the Word, I read something else. I like to write. I like to write as well.
Okay.
I've been working on a book, so it's just keeping your mind occupied. What they say, out of mind is the devil's playground.
Right.
You just want to stay busy, man.
Cool.
Stay trying to grow, man.
Good.
Because the storm's gonna come, but you gotta go through the storms to appreciate that sun. If you had sun every day, you wouldn't really appreciate it.
That's right. And that's what we tell our guys. Sometimes they get out and their plate becomes full. They put so many things on that plate
I think I did
to get accomplished, but it's not feasible. It's just too much. It's just too much. Sometimes you got to just pick and choose what you're going to work on, and then take that step. But that's the message that I share with the men that I'm talking to, with our fathers in the curriculum that we have. I talk to them like that.
Right.
Do yourself a favor and try not to overwhelm yourself.
Yes, sir. You said the truth there. I know a lot of guys though that I do talk to. A lot of them like to exercise.
Yeah, that's where I was going with it.
They like to exercise. Take walks. Listen to music. Something relaxing, man.
Yeah.
Sir.
So those things are important. Keeping yourself busy is a key point. But I don't want to take away from your story. We're learning from you. I was amazed to see you, because when I heard that you were going to be on the show, I was like, "Oh my goodness, we got another Fuller," But no, this is Roland Fuller in the flesh.
Yes,
sir.
That's what's up, man.
So tell us about some of the triggers. What are some of the triggers that cause you to want to go get another drink? I don't just think about it.
Yeah, because it's like, a lot of triggers for a lot of people might be, their surroundings or something like that. But me, I never intentionally was thinking to go get a drink and I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do that. I just, like, one occasion I felt like I was gonna go celebrate. I might have graduated or got off parole or something like that, and then I'm gonna have one or two, and then it turns into a mess. Like,
So James, share your story. One of your relatives.
Yeah. I have a relative who had a problem with alcohol, and it became a taxing problem not only to his family but then to our immediate family. I get a call from his wife saying, "Come get him." Just come get him. No explanation.
I don't been there, yes.
And just come get him. And I remember bringing him back to North Carolina with me. I was in Maryland, but I snatched him up and said, "Let's go." But soon after, that wasn't the solution. He ended up going into rehab.
Okay.
Which was not on the East Coast. So his rehab took place on the West Coast in California. And he probably stayed there maybe 3 or 4 months.
Wow.
But when he came out, he's been on that straight and narrow path.
Yes,
And that's what it truly is. He and his wife went to a concert once. And as they were sitting, a patron came through with a beer and spilt some.
On his clothing?
Not quite on his clothing, but maybe on the floor right in front of him as she was going to her seat. And he panicked, in a sense, a good type of panic. He told me he got up and left. They were at a venue, a concert. And he didn't even wait for his wife to say, I'm going home. He went home. And because he said he knew just the smell of alcohol was going to trigger his thoughts to go back and pick up a drink. So he avoids it at all costs, and she got home eventually with an Uber, but that's his real story, and so it's like you're going to protect yourself at all costs, no matter how illogical it might sound. To leave your wife behind while you are seeking refuge.
So to get out of that kind of atmosphere where you can't hang out with friends anymore.
Right.
That drink and smoke and do that thing because you won't be able to do it.
Yeah, our inability to be strong at times.
Right.
Challenge. Each little step gives us more strength, but if I'm not strong enough, you got to just do the right thing and say, I got to step away. I'll see y'all later. I'm not, we're not hanging out.
Right.
We're not hanging out.
That was my problem, man, because I could go months without drinking. I drink tonight and then go 3 months without drinking. So. But my thing was I didn't know when to stop drinking when I did drink.
Okay.
You see what I'm saying?
Right, and that was his too. That
was my problem, man. I didn't have discipline when it came to it.
You just drink until you black out.
Yes, sir.
That was
I would literally black out. Yes, sir. I wake up next day and somebody tell me you done did this and did that.
You don't even have no recollection.
No, sir. Oh,
wow. Well, I am so glad that you are coming to terms with, I don't believe, well, a lot of people believe, this is my personal belief.
I don't believe, so to speak, was an alcoholic, always an alcoholic. I don't just buy into that narrative. However, I do buy into, you need to know the triggers. You need to know the things that trigger you. And those are the things that make you decide to do a drinking out. And then you can go months and months and months and don't do it. And then one day you decide to do something. That decision would cause you to spiral that can get you into major trouble, doing something really, really bad and end up hurting somebody else, hurting yourself, and to really turn your life upside down in a matter of minutes while you're in hospital.
Yeah, but what I can say about Father's Forever is that he's always loved it for you.
Oh, yeah, that's
always loved it for you. We were so happy to see you. And sometimes you hear through the grapevine something might have happened to one of our men. Yeah, I mean, including you. Something might have happened. But, we wish you the best at all times. We never want to say, I knew they was going to do this. That's not our attitude. Our attitude is to continue to help and to be a support. These doors are going to always be open to you.
Yes. And we want you one day to come back and speak to the guys in the class.
Oh, yes, sir.
You could actually have you come at the next graduation and share your story.
Yeah,
That'll be powerful. Because I think, me and James could talk about our experiences, but the person who's really been through what, the thing that you guys have gone through and to succeed and get back on track. Even though, the guys say we fall down 7 times, but we get up 8.
Yeah, that's the thing.
And we talk about all the time between choices and mistakes. one of the ways to take ownership of our bad choices is stop calling them mistakes.
Yes, sir.
You know, that one of the things we talked about in the class.
Yeah.
Like I got a lot of mistakes, but show me some mistake. I got to DUI. That's not a mistake.
Nope.
That's a bad choice. And then when I said, well, the cop had to stop me, then I wouldn't got a DUI. I was like, no, if he had been drinking and driving, you wouldn't have got the DUI.
Right.
The cop was doing his job.
Yes.
Yeah, so we talk about that, the upbringing, those kind of things that we need. So, Mr. Pruitt, I am very, very proud of you. The thing that you accomplished, the thing that you're doing, you have shown over and over again your ability to stick with your job. We helped you get that job a year and a half ago. You're still doing it now, still, improving your skills, and who knows, one day you might start your own. You know, those are the kind of things that we want to instill in guys who, graduate from us. People may not hire you. Certain jobs you fall in love with get because you got something like that. But there's a whole lot of million other jobs you can get, including starting your own business. So one day you may be looking at Mr. Fuller both.
Both and fun.
Yeah. So you gain those skills. If you go back, if you have to go back to school, you go back and increase those skills.
Yes.
And you keep doing what you're doing and just keep making your life better. And, avoid bad choices, avoid the situation where you can trigger you to know your triggers. And again, we are very, very pleased and glad to know you.
Let me ask Mr. Fuller one question, and I know we're wrapping it up. But,
we have some time.
This is now the fall of, basically we're in the fall of this year, but have you thought about where your life is, what direction, what is it that you would like to accomplish in the next 3 years?
The next 3 years?
Yeah, I don't even want to say 5, maybe 3 years.
I really want to build that, man. Like, people who came up how I came up, and been through what I've been through. I want to basically say you got to keep pushing on. I know that you're going to stumble, you're going to go through trials and tribulations. Don't let it keep you stuck in that same spot. Grow, keep pushing through it, man. You can do it. If I can do it, anybody can do it. Coming up how I was raised, where I've been, if I can do it, anybody can do it.
Well, we're definitely going to look forward to seeing that book.
Yes, that's going to be a bestseller.
I want to be one of the ones that be in line. Yeah, autograph.
Right. In fact, James, I want to give Mr. Fuller a book now. Apparently, he watched the broadcast last week.
Okay.
Which was a they don't call it a retake. Rebroadcast. Yeah. That we did. I mean, we did.
Yeah, I remember.
3 months ago. And Mr. we mentioned that on that tape that it felt like what a book didn't happen.
Yeah.
So we're going to give you this book today, and I'll sign it. And this is yours. There's a lot of little stories in here. This is actually I'm very proud of this book. This is the first one I've written. Okay. It took me about a year and a half to write this book. I wrote it. A lot of it sitting at the Waffle House.
Favorite spot.
Yeah,
right.
Right. So a lot of stories that I kind of put in this devotional book, as well as a lot of little sermons. Okay. So we want to bless you with this book. Again, I am so proud of you, man. I'm so glad that you came, Father Forever. I'm so glad that we have been instrumental in some of your success. And so hopefully some of the things that we taught you, even when you misstep, they help you get back on the right step and get back on track.
And as Dean of Students, I gotta say, Mr. Fuller was a great student. I mean, he never talked about any of the assignments, any of our in-person classes. He wasn't a problem. He was a model student, and that sticks out. I can remember those times. And I appreciate you for that. I'm just saying, keep looking up.
And the fact that he don't have any kids. And,
that's rare, these days.
I wouldn't want to learn how to. I just think, what? I'm sure hopefully one day you're going to have some kids.
Yeah.
You can learn put some of the skills that we instill in you into place.
Right. Absolutely.
I like this.
I appreciate
it.
Yes, absolutely. Wow, Glenn. Man, that was amazing. Powerful too. I remember seeing Mr. Fuller in a parking lot. I don't remember which one it was, but it was just, I was walking from my car or walking to my car. He was going to the store, whichever location we were at. And he looked good, but that was the last I've heard from him and seen him, because everybody doesn't always stay in touch with us.
Right.
They're not, it's their choice.
Yeah,
it's their choice. But you surprised me that you reached out to him.
Yeah.
Or he reached out to us. Something happened.
Yeah, I've seen the post. A lot of the guys, when they leave, they don't necessarily call me all the time. They call the other guys.
Okay.
And the other guys kind of let me know, hey, I talked to Mr. Fuller today.
Yes.
I talked to this one today. I talked to that one today.
Yes.
He's doing good, or he's not doing so good. That didn't happen. This happened. So they reached out to me several times about Mr. Fuller. He's doing good, and some of this stuff that we talked about earlier. And so he reached out a couple weeks ago, and he actually put a Facebook post up.
Yeah.
And like just saying, he's still struggling with some things. And I replied back and said, man, this time you talk, I'm good for you.
Right.
And I was like, you know what? Let's get this on. Because, he is, that segment that we created, Where Are They Now?
Mm-hmm.
I love that segment, Dave.
I did too. And I think our viewers need to see his before and after.
Yes.
Because this guy looked like he just stepped out of college.
Yeah,
he just looks that part.
Yeah, so I reached out to him and say, how you doing? He said, I'm doing, still struggling with some things, but I'm doing good. I know I'm going to get it together in God's hands. So I was like, you know what? We talked to some of the guys about they doing successful. Mm-hmm. And he's very successful too.
Yeah.
But let's talk about the good, the bad, the ugly.
Yeah.
Let's talk about some things that he did. So I invited him. I said, man, will you come in on my podcast and try and do a story with us, your success, and also some of your struggles. So he said, I would love to.
So let's talk about some of the takeaways from our conversation.
It's powerful, man.
Yeah. And what I like, we both, probably everybody in our office, is God-fearing people. That's not a secret.
Right.
We're not hiding anything.
Right.
But at the same time, he doesn't have to be under our roof any longer. But at the same time, he's still keeping God as his as his foundation or his strength.
Higher power.
Yes. And I like that. The other thing I liked is that he's still working.
Yes.
He's still working at a job that Father's Forever hooked him up with.
We got Mr. Fuller a job working with a boat company.
Yeah.
When he first got here, he still has that job now.
That was unreal.
Even though he graduated,
because I know some guys that aren't there.
Yes. He graduated from us, got into some, but he still kept his job and still working there now.
Yeah.
So that makes me very, very proud of the thing that we are doing.
Mm-hmm.
And, so he's struggling. So check with, a lot of our guys, James, as you know, struggle with substance abuse.
Right.
That's part of
when they come,
that's part of their criminal history.
Right.
They still know whatever they're doing to supply their drug addict, their alcohol addict. So they go out and they go steal and break an enemy, and they get caught and they go to jail. But it still stems. The root of the problem is substance abuse.
Yes.
And so Mr. Fuller is still struggling with that, to some degree. But he's also really having some success there too.
And what we always talk about with our men is you can't go back to the hood that you grew up in or that you used to hang out in.
Yeah.
Find a new hood.
Yes.
When I'm saying hood, there's a bunch of Bible workers over there.
Yes.
Go hang out with them, or something like that. Refusing to take that next drink or that
whatever it is,
that drink, was one of his successes. He knows that, okay, I cannot fight this animal, so I'm gonna leave it alone.
Yes. And he got that baby face.
Oh yeah,
38 years old.
Yeah,
but he don't look like he's 25.
He looked just like a college student.
And when he first came to us, his hair was, he had long hair.
It was long.
He was like a completely different person now.
He had
I am so proud of Mr. Fuller.
Mm-hmm.
I know he had this misstep. He made some poor decisions, but he's staying up in the saddle. He's getting back up. And Donnie, that songwriter says, we fall down several, we get up eight.
Yeah.
So that's the motto that even though you're struggling, you fall down, you get back up.
Absolutely.
That's what takes away from him.
Yeah.
He's falling down, but he's gotten back up.
Absolutely.
He's got back in the saddle. Yeah. I am so proud.
I'm proud too. And Mr. Fuller, you heard it here first.
Yes.
We're both proud of you.
Yes.
And as I mentioned earlier to you, you can always come here.
You can always come back.
Sit and chat and chew with us.
Yes.
Or if you need to just talk it out, come here.
Yes. In fact, I told him we're going to invite him to come and be a part of the next graduation.
All right.
To share his story.
And I hope it's okay for me to say this. Our next graduation
is
going to be November 6th. So you won't see this particular, this is our, what do we call these? Our program?
Yes.
Yeah. You won't see this program. It'll be a entirely different program. But November 6th.
The 19th one?
It'll be 19. And they certainly, we can invite our audience to come and visit.
Absolutely.
On that day.
And we're going to have Mr. Roland. Roland is going to be our keynote speaker. Anyway, James, I know we got a roll on, and I just wanted to say to our audience, please stay safe, take care of yourself, take care of your family, and we'll see you next time. Here's 3 ways you can support our Dads at a Distance initiative. Give a copy to a family member, our friend. Donate monthly, a book monthly, 5 books monthly, how many books you want to do monthly donation. Reverse book signing, your church, your business. You can make a donation go to our website at www.afatherforever.com and go to our PayPal at Fathers Forever. Our Cash App is $Fathers Forever. Make your donation today. Please include in the note section, include DAAD. Again, include in the note section DAAD.
If you or someone you know would like to be a part of the show, please visit our website at www.afatherforever.com or call us at 919-779-9905. The Chat and Chew podcast streams Thursdays at 8 p.m. on YouTube and Facebook. To schedule a reverse book signing or to find out more information about how you can become a part of the programs you heard us mention today, please be sure to stop by our website as well.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to Fathers Forever University. My name is Glenn Warren, and I will be your instructor. Fathers Forever University is a remote learning experience where we take our 12-week class, and we meet here every Thursday night from 6 until 7, and we talk about fatherhood. We talk about domestic violence. We talk about where your child support money is going. We teach classes about fatherhood and how important it is to be in your child's life. So these 12 weeks is going to be very important for you guys to understand and the concept of fatherhood and what we're trying to teach you. Fathers Forever University is broken down into 12 weeks, and you can start at any time during those 12 weeks. The key to it is finishing those 12 weeks. Every lesson is in lecture format, where you listen to that lecture, and then on Thursday nights, we discuss that lecture. The Thursday night discussion is where your homework will be due. Part of your homework assignment every Thursday night is to one, we're going to ask you the question, what did you learn? And the second question, how am I going to apply what I learned? We also have specific assignments for each lesson in the notes below. This has been an introduction into Fathers Forever University. Now let's get started in lesson 1.